Yo, it's Worm. Today I'm going to show you a Fortnite Lego guide to Survival Expert. If you head over to your quest now, we're now on the Survival Expert Dry Valley part. So stage 1 of 2, defeat a Storm Wild Dry Valley brute. Once you completed the second stage, we will unlock this Dry Valley trophy. Pretty cool. The easiest way to kill a brute is using a bow and arrow. This is going to be a long distance attack, so you don't take much damage. If you head over to your crafting bench now, I can show you how to create one. So if you go to the right hand side where the sword is, you can have 4 options: the grey, the green, the blue and the purple. Today we're going to be making the blue version. To create the rare version of the recurve bow, you're going to need 8 flexwood rod and 1 drawstring. The quickest way to get flexwood, if you go into the desert and get one of these blasters to follow you and go towards the cactuses, they will blow up near them. No need for a rare axe. You obviously now need to go convert them into the flexwood rod, so just go to lumber mill and convert. You now need to go collect 25 vines. If you break bushes or plants in the desert, they'll drop you vines. We're then going to go over to the spinning wheel and convert them into cord. You're going to need 25 in total. 25 will create 5 cords. Once you have 5 cords, we're then going to convert them into drawstring with the cords. This can take around 60 seconds to create. Once you've got the drawstring, we can now create the crossbow. The crossbow is going to be 10 damage per shot. We now need to create some ammo for it, so if you go to the far right, you can see arrows. You need 1 wood and 1 feather. To get feathers, all you got to do is go find a chicken and eliminate him. Once you eliminate him, it'll drop you 1 feather. I'm going to show you a little example. We're going to now attack a brute from distance. As you can see, it's going to do 10 damage per body, and then if you hit him in the head, it's going to do 20. This is going to take a little while to eliminate him, but you will eventually kill him. But remember, don't miss a shot because you're going to need to go get some more ammo.
Much later.
Once you eliminate a normal dryland brute, he's now going to drop you a scale. This is just an example how long it's going to take to actually defeat a brute. So when it's a storm one, they're a lot quicker and a lot stronger. If you wait till night time, it'll be easier to find a stormland brute. The storm will basically be purple, so you're going to notice where he is. We're going to go on height and we're going to do the same tactic we did earlier. We're going to shoot him from distance using the crossbow. This time we've got a purple one, so the damage is going to be increased. The epic crossbow does 14 damage per shot and it doubles for headshots, so you do 28 in total. We're going to fast forward this because it's quite repetitive. Once he's one shot, we're going to finish him off in style. We're going to equip the sword and we're going to go down and one hit him. Once he's eliminated, we have finished the first stage of the quest. So stage 2 is going to be a little more different. Also, don't forget to pick up your reward for defeating the brute. Stage 2 of 2, interact with a level 10 Dry Valley village. That means we now need to create a village. To do that, we need to make a village square using 10 wood and 10 granite. We also need to customize it so we know where it is on the map, because we've got another 2 locations also. Once you've done that, just click confirm and you can start upgrading your village. To start leveling it up, we need to use the upgrade requirements. In this case, we need village comfort level 2, wood and granite. We've got all this stuff already, so we can upgrade straight away. Level 3 is going to be a little bit more difficult because we now need to make some uncommon weapons. This includes an uncommon pickaxe and an uncommon forest axe. To create an uncommon forest axe, we're going to need bone and wooden rod. To get bones, we just basically need to kill skeletons at night time and they will drop you a bone. We need 3 in total. The second part is just making wood into wooden rods, so just go over to lumber mill and you can turn it into wooden rods. Once you have both requirements, we can now make a forest axe. I recommend making 2 As the forest axe is only 3 damage, the knot rot will take a little while to chop down, so it will go straight through your axe. Once you're ready, head over to the Grasslands cave and we can now start farming this whitey kind of wood. This is knot rot. It drops in around 5 every time you break a tree. Once you've got about 30, we're going to head back over to the lumber mill and we're going to turn it into knot rot rod. This is the requirement to make the next weapon, the uncommon pickaxe. We're going to need 3 knot rot and 3 bones. Once you have this pickaxe, we can now farm marble. Marble is also found in the cave that we were in earlier. Once you have enough material, aim for about 50, go back to the lumber mill and we're now going to make some planks. You should have the requirement now of 10 knot rot wood, 10 planks and 15 marble. Also, your village comfort level must be 3. We can now upgrade the village to level 3. The next step is now turning your knot rot into knot rot rod, which we've already done, and make granite slab. To make granite slab, we need to go over to the stone breaker. Right at the bottom, just convert granite into granite slab.
Much later.
By now you should have enough granite slab and knot rot rod to upgrade to level 4. The first 5 levels of upgrading your village, we're going to be using the grassland resources. So now we need to go back into the cave, get some more knot rot and marble. So to make marble slab, just go over to the stone breaker and convert marble into marble slab.
The next day.
Once you have 20 marble and 25 knot rot rod, we can now upgrade. To upgrade to level 6, we need to make the village comfort level 6, marble slab 25 and rough amber 15. To find rough amber, we need to go into the desert area and go to the top of the mountains and you're going to find this golden kind of rock. You're going to need the uncommon pickaxe to farm it, and it does take a lot of hits to actually break it. So if you jump and hit, it's going to work quicker. It drops 2 per rock, so you're going to need around 7 rocks to get 15. Once you have 25 marble and 15 rough amber, we can now upgrade the village. It's now going to get a little bit more trickier to upgrade the village because we're going to need more resources like flexwood and cut amber. I'm now going to show you how to make a gem cutter because you're going to need it to make the cut amber. To create a gem cutter, go to utility and the third row down and third one across, you're now going to have a gem cutter. You're going to need marble slab, rough amber, sand claws and sand shells to make it. To get sand shells, we need to find these sand rollers. If you have a shield, just use it and they will roll into it and they will go on their back. Once they're on their back, just actually obliterate them with a sword and repeat this 3 times. They are a pain in the butt to find though. They can be found in caves too. To get sand claws, we need to fight wolves. They will drop 4 every time you eliminate one. The only problem with them is they come in threes and they can pretty much tag team you. Once you have 20 marble, 5 rough amber, 3 shells and 5 claws, we can now create the gem cutter. The gem cutter will allow us to convert the rough amber into cut amber. It does take a while, so do other things while you're waiting.
Much later.
Now we have some cut amber, we can now create a forest axe rare. This will allow us to farm cactuses. You're going to need 5 cut amber and 3 knot rot rod. The damage increased to 5 per hit. So if we go into the desert now, we can now find the cactus and it'll do 10 damage if you slam on it and 5 if you do it normally. Every time you break a cactus, you're going to get 3 flexwood. There are other ways how to get flexwood by just using the blasters and they run into it and explode near them. That's the quickest way. Once you've got 20 flexwood, 30 marble and 15 cut amber, we can now upgrade. The next 2 stages are going to be a little bit more trickier because we now need to go into the lava cave and get stuff. We will need to farm a new material called obsidian and rough ruby. To do this, we're going to need a rare pickaxe. To create one, you're going to need the following. You need 3 flexed rod and 3 claws. Flexed rod can be made by using a lumber mill. You just need to convert flexed wood into flexed rod. Pretty simple. The claws are obviously found by killing the sand wolves. Once you have both resources, we can now create the rare pickaxe. I recommend creating 2 because we're going to need 2 when we go into the lava caves. The pickaxe will do 3 damage per hit now. Now we have the pickaxe, we're now going to go farm some materials. So let's go to the lava cave. As you can see, we are burning up and we're probably going to lose health very soon. Because we don't have any charms or anything to cool us down, we now need to create that to survive. So if you go to the crafting bench and go to the right hand side where the heart is, we can create a cool headed charm with these resources. Silk thread, sandshell and marble. To get silk thread, we need to go to the spinning wheel and create it using silk. Silk can be found by killing spiders and they will drop you like a little cobweb. We're going to need 3 to get the silk thread. Once you have all 3 resources, the thread, the marble and the shell, we can now create a charm. If you now go into your inventory, you can now put it in your charms. As you can see, the temperature's gone down range and it also gives you an extra 3 hearts. So if you go back into the lava cave now, you are now going to be hot instead of burning. But to get rid of the hot, all we got to do is drink one of these drinks we can create. These are called a snowberry shake. The snowberry shake basically increases heat resistance for 10 minutes. So once you take it, you get a little timer under your health and it will keep you cool for 10 minutes. This way you won't lose any health and you can just carry on and go farming. To create one of these, you need to make a juicer. Juicers can be found in the utility area. You will need to have 8 planks, 8 marble and 5 knot rod. Once you create it, you can now make a snowberry shake as long as you've got snowberries and milk. To get snowberries, you can just plant them in your ground and pick them, or you go to the frozen land and just pick them off the floor. To get milk, it's pretty simple. You just have to go find a cow and just pet them or feed them vines and they will drop you loads. Once you create it, you're then going to have a snowberry shake. This can be used as a health balance as well because it will give you 12 hearts rapidly and it also give you 10 minutes heat resistance as well as feed you +5. Now we're able to go into the caves. We're now going to go farm this material here, obsidian. You're going to need quite a bit because you're going to make slab later on. You're going to drop 7 every time you break one of these rocks, so we just need to farm them. While in the cave, we're going to get other materials as well as copper. Copper will be needed to make copper bars in a little bit. This is quite a common material, so we're going to find lots of it. It does drop in 7s as well. One of the hardest rocks to find is this rough ruby. You're going to need to try to keep your eyes open. It's a red rock and it drops in 2s. It's quite hard to find. So if you can't find it in one cave, you need to go to the other caves or eventually go to the Star Wars Island and try to get it from them caves. Also, you might randomly find NPCs like standing in parts of the cave. If you go talk to them, they will explore with you. They don't even have to be part of your village and then you can invite them once you're near your village. Once you collect flexed rod, obsidian and rough ruby, we can now upgrade our village to level 8. Oh yeah, make sure that your village comfort level 8 is also max too. To upgrade to village level 9, we need obsidian slab, copper bar and cut ruby. Cut ruby is just basically rough ruby just been put through the gem cutter. So if you go to gem cutter now, just convert the rough ruby you got already. The same with the obsidian, you just need to go to the stone breaker and convert it into obsidian slab. The last resource is going to be copper, but you can get that from your NPC at your base if you ask them to cook it for you. Now we can upgrade to level 9. The final step is pretty much the same as the last one. This time you just have to get more cut ruby and it's a bit of a pain to get hold of. Don't forget you can visit your old villages and go look in their resources. you might have some spare stuff available, like I do here, some rough ruby. We'll just take it back and cut it up. Also, don't forget you can talk to your NPCs, because if you do give them jobs, they can give you materials like obsidian slab or granite slab. It's up to you. Once you've got all 3 resources, including copper, we can now finally upgrade to level 10. The last thing to do is view village hub, and as soon as you view that and leave it, you've completed the last challenge. Interact with a level 10 village in the Drylands. You've also unlocked the Dry Valley trophy, which you can now decorate in your village. Once you're back to the Fortnite lobby, you'll then get this notification saying congratulations, Dry Valley trophy decoration, and you can now use it whenever you're in Lego mode. That also means we've now completed the quests for the expert mode, so it's no longer going to be in our quests. However, we have now unlocked this new decoration, and we can now create it. If you go all the way down to the bottom in statues, you need 8 copper to build it. And there you go, it's the final stage. Hope this guide has helped you. If you need any more help, just leave a comment and I will try to get back to you. Till next time, peace.